site was an interesting one. All the characters, all the couples seem very they seem very down to earth. San Diego must be an amazing city. Very diverse, very cultural. So it was really interesting seeing the dynamic of everyone interacting with each other, right? But tapping into the couples, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the couples? Because only one couple got married. Only one couple got married this last week, and that was Alexis, all right, and Justin. And it says Alexis is 29 years old, and she's a logistics specialist, and Justin is 33, and he's a digital marketing specialist. Now, I love black couples, and I think the doctors did a good job with this pairing. However, did you notice when Alexis was describing him in the aftermath? It's like she was very open to the ideas of them, growing together and trusting the process of married at first sight. But in the aftermath, after she got married, she didn't seem pleased. She just seemed pleasant with the process. Now, this young lady has been proposed to 3 times. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful shape. Seems like she has a great personality, but she's a runner. She said herself, she just runs. And I hope she doesn't run in this situation. But if a person has a history of running from potentially great guys, and you've gotten so far in a relationship to where you've been proposed to 3 different times, this says a lot about you. This says you're a great catch, but then you run from commitment. And commitment is what it is, long term, and we'll see. My first initial reaction, I don't think this couple is going to make it. The energy doesn't lie. Justin is a man, yes. He's 33 years old in numbers, but he seems like he has a lot of emotional maturity to go through. Even in their interaction of after they got married, he kept giving her high fives like, yes girl, yes girl. I'm like, that's your wife. Like, I know you're probably like the homeboy, and she seems like she's probably always been the homegirl in relationships. I mean, just in friendships. But I think he's having a hard time finding the balance of being a mature man. Like, this is your wife. Yes, babe. I love you, babe. Not, yes, girl. And I think that's something he's going to have to break out of. And that dynamic of him and his brother at the bachelor party, his older brother was not feeling this whole marriage. He is not for it. He's not with it. He's just looking around like, bro, what are you doing? And I think Justin has some sort of trauma from his previous relationship, because he proposed and she turned him down. And no one likes rejection. That's just a natural. Like, no one likes rejection. And he is trying his best to be strong and to be open, but you can tell he's guarded and wants to take his time. And here is Alexis, who's ran from 3 engagements, and there's no judgment. We're all a work in progress. But just off of just the initial, even if they say yes on decision day, I do feel like they will not last long term. There's just something about it. I do feel like Justin has more maturing to do. He's more of a best friend. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. This is where I'm going with it. But honestly, I do feel like they have some more growing. More so, Justin has more growing to do. Alexis seems sure, and even in the sense of, even if Justin is everything she asks for, I think she's more open and willing to give this particular. No, she's 29. I'm sorry. Even though Alexis is 29 and Justin is 33. Sorry. I think Alexis is more open to giving this relationship a chance, even though Justin is not necessarily the physical type. Even though she likes him tall, aesthetically, physically, he's not her ideal. But she's gonna give it a chance, and who knows? When it's honeymoon days, they may or may not be intimate. I don't think they'll be intimate for a while. I just think she's going to take her time. But I think Justin is more eager to rush into it, like make it work off bat without really taking the time to learn Alexis the way he should. Now, what I'm going to do next for next episode, I'm going to find out their zodiac signs because I think it's going to be interesting to see the dynamics, not just with personality, but their zodiac signs. And some people are like, oh, I don't believe in zodiacs. My grandmother, my mom's mom, would always kind of like hint at getting to know a person's sign so you can get a judge for an individual. That's what my grandma kind of spoke to me about one time. And I do feel like there's validity to it. All the weight isn't on it, but there's validity to it. So I'm going to find out what their signs are. But I do feel like they're going to try, or Alexis will try. Justin has to really tap into his emotional maturity because we've already seen some waterworks coming from him. And there's nothing wrong with a man crying, especially a man of color. I think, just being a man of color comes with a lot of just emotional trauma as a whole, especially with society teaching men as a whole to like not show emotions, to not be emotionally available. The fact that he is somewhat emotionally available is a good thing, but it's balancing his emotion, knowing when to cry, knowing when it's appropriate, knowing when to speak, and also taking away that, yes, girl, he needs to stop that. But long term, I don't see it. It's more of a friendship. The other couples are going to get married throughout the time, but just off of the initial reaction, Lindy and Miguel. Miguel is also a artist, a poet. But when they were at the beach, when they were the guys were at the beach having their powwow, and Miguel was giving his poetry. Did you guys see the other guy's reactions? Like, okay, okay. Yeah, he seems like a softie, but a nice guy. And I think him and Lindy, I think they're going to go far. I think both of their personalities are very calm and timid, and I think they balance each other out. But I got to wait till the wedding day to give you my official, yes, they're going to make it, or no, they're going to make it. But they seem to blend well just off of, just on their separate personalities. Kristen and Mitch. Mitch seems like a catch. But Mitch has been a dater, a serial dater, and he's 41. He's never been in a real relationship. And Kristen is 32. And that's the one that I said, just based off of pictures, she seems like she's a firecracker. Stasia and Nate, I think that they can possibly work. But again, I got to see the wedding. I got to see the wedding day. And then you got Morgan and Ben. I'm going to pause on that one. I got to see a little bit more from them. But these couples seem like they're pretty down to earth and they're open, and I just want to see people be happy and whole in relationships and love. People deserve it. We all deserve it. So let's see. I called it. I said Justin and Alexis. Long term, I don't see it, but I could be wrong. But pretty much I've been right every episode before I've been doing these before I started to do the reviews. So let's see. Tell me what you guys think below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. It's all about Married at First Sight. Like, look, love, love, love. We over here manifesting love. And I want to see people be happy and in love. But sometimes you can just tell people aren't supposed to be together. And they're not romantically meant for each other. So anyway, love you guys. Tune in. Comment below. I'm going to be doing more reviews on other shows and keep you abreast on some of the things that I'm doing in my acting and voiceover career. I'll keep you abreast on that. But long story short, tune in. If you missed the first week episode, Married at First Sight comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lifetime. So y'all tune in, check it out so we can keep up and catch up on what you guys think about these couples. And again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all. Have an amazing weekend, and I'm going to catch you guys on Wednesday. All right. Bye.